My narcissistic mom and her abusive husband grounded me for the dumbest thing, and I got my revenge every day for a month. I was 15 at the time. I am 23 now, and I've been no contact for a long time. My narcissistic mom and her husband had abused, neglected, and left me out of everything my entire life. They treated me so poorly and like a burden for existing. I was the one everyone's problems got taken out on. The week before this happened, my narcissistic mom, her abusive husband, and all of my siblings went on a lake trip. They excluded me and my grandma. A week later, my grandma told me to pack a bag for the day. We went on a day trip to a lovely beach, we went swimming, we went out to a restaurant, and we went to a museum. We collected seashells. It was an amazing day. When I got home, my narcissistic mom and her abusive husband yelled at me. They said I should have told my grandma to take my sister too. They grounded me for being selfish and self-absorbed, for leaving my sister behind. My sister was the favorite. They grounded me for a whole month. That entire month, I was a menace enacting petty revenge. Every day that I was grounded, I left the shower handle up and made sure the knob was turned to the cold part of the shower, if that makes sense. That morning, my mother's husband yelled, "Who the fuck left the shower knob on?" The cold water sprayed me. When I heard him yell, I quietly giggled. This was just the beginning. Every time I noticed the toilet paper roll was low, I used the entirety of it and didn't change it out for a new roll. I kept a pack of wet wipes in my bag for this reason. I went around the kitchen and often unplugged the microwave, air fryer, etc. I made it inconvenient to use the kitchen. I logged out of all the household computers, so it was a hassle for my mother and her husband to reset the passwords. I removed the labels off all of the canned goods in the kitchen. That month, I took all the spoons, knives, and forks and threw them in the trash. I had a stash of plastic forks and cutlery in my room that me and my grandmother used. They flipped out over the utensils. I logged out of all of the streaming apps on the television, and no one knew the passwords, so they had to go through more hassle. The cherry on top of it all, I took all of the garbage bags and got rid of them. They were mad they couldn't throw anything away and had to go to the store to buy more. I was a petty child and don't deny that. My revenge was so satisfying.